8:15 on a Friday evening. And not just any first Friday, it's the first Friday of the month. So since it's the first Friday, we have more people around. And we're waiting to cross the street. Car making a right-hand turn. And we're crossing the street. And guess what? They have the light on at L. Hubbard's office. My guess is that they'll have it turned off shortly. And how are you?
I guess you don't want one of these.
Yeah.
It says free parking. Does it? Yes.
I'd rather go to community when it's not 1 in 1 out. So.
Yeah.
Is that right now or not? No. I gotta say, right now, I thought it
was. Let's see. Hello there. We're outside the KC org on a Friday evening. Not just any Friday evening, it's the first Friday evening. Hello everybody, we're outside the KC org on a Friday evening. First Friday evening, in fact. We're having a community event here. Looks like we have several Scientologists outside. They still have the street closed off here on this end, but nothing at that end of the block to tell people that you can't come through. So they're not in such a hurry tonight to close the blinds.
Like we're going in a random, like pop up down this alley. I know. What is it?
please. And just, hey, have this.
Yep. Well, they misspelled cult. Wow. Got a great view of the inside. They're still looking for staff, I think. Okay, there's somebody who did a little self-help. So these cars are probably...
Unless Tom Cruise is in there, I'm not going in.
Oh, you don't want to go in even if he is there. And the U-Haul truck. Interesting.
I guess I should look still.
Wonder what the U-Haul truck is for. Late tonight, yay.
And like, it's just like feeds into it. Fine, whatever you want. It makes her feel like
I'm just observing here for the moment. Yep, thank you, Sir Crepitus. Welcome, welcome. So, looks like we got a few more people piling in. Give it another minute or so, and then I'll catch everybody up with what's going on. Good morning. Hi. Okay. So we're here outside the Kansas City Class 5 idle morgue, and it is 8:25 local time on a Friday evening, and it is, on top of that, it's the first Friday of the month, and they run a neighborhood promotional event throughout the month. So we have a body router, same person who confronted me yesterday. And he's trying to push people to go inside, and they have a table set up with, I don't know, their usual promotional materials. So right now I'm just in observation mode at the moment, and we'll see what happens. So standing outside the door to the org that you can see open is the guy handing out flyers, is the same guy who confronted me and Xenu's yesterday. And let's see, and here we have, they haven't activated the shade tech the way they normally do. They even left the light on in L. Ron Hubbard's office. So I don't know if you can see it through the gauze. I'm not going to push the camera up against the window because I would get arrested for trespassing, probably, or I'd have the cops show up. But looks like they've got a bookcase full of probably all the volumes. Red volumes, green volumes. Here's another view of the office. We don't know if they have a pack of cool cigarettes in there for them or not. So that U-Haul truck was parked there near the back entrance. I didn't see it being loaded or unloaded. So maybe they're done loading it up and they're headed off to who knows what.
Are you TikTok live?
No, I'm YouTube live.
Oh,
I'm here to protest the Church of Scientology.
that is awesome. Can I
Yes.
ask, like, what is it about? What are you protesting?
The Church of Scientology.
Oh,
Yeah, they're trying to recruit people there, so as you walk past the door, they'll try to lure you in the door, and if you decide to go in and check it out, don't give them your real info,
Fair.
or they'll contact you for the next billion years.
oh, that's awful. I hear a lot of like celebrities and like elites are involved.
I'll be dead in a
Yeah,
billion
Church of
years.
Scientology.
Well,
Man, they be calling me out
No,
to the
they-
graveyard.
well, they have people who
It's
signed
like
billion-year
dead.
contracts. They believe in reincarnation.
Interesting. Well,
Oh,
best
So-
of luck to
Great
you.
day.
Best of luck to you.
I don't know enough for that.
Yeah, well, better not find out, because they'll...
Have a great day.
Okay, so I've broken out my sign, and nobody here, so this is the same sign that I was trespassed last weekend at the St. Caligon Festival.
Right? Oh, yeah, for sure.
Don't make eye
Scientologist ahead. Scientologist ahead. So, and to catch anyone up who may have just joined, we're standing outside the Kansas City Class 5 idle morgue on a Friday evening. Not only Friday evening, but the first Friday evening where they have a kind of a community event in the neighborhood, and they're taking advantage of it to try to do some body routing outside the org, which I've never seen them do before. And they have not activated the shade tech, the hiding tech that they normally do. They haven't even turned off the light in L. Ron Hubbard's office, which is right next to me. So, I sure hope they don't have a successful evening. When I came up and was just kind of observing things, I saw a few people in there. They have a table set up inside the org that I assume they're handing out promotional literature. So Scientologist ahead. Scientologist ahead. Scientologist ahead.
Definitely some milkness to it.
Scientologist ahead. Scientologist ahead. Scientologist ahead. Scientologist ahead.
Hey,
Hey.
person says they're not scientifical abuse is elements.
Yep.
Get it?
Yep.
Hey, shout out to my boy.
Yep.
You understand, man?
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I didn't understand what he said either, but he seemed to be saying that Scientology is, well, he didn't have a high opinion of Scientology. So, Scientologist ahead. Beware of the cult of Scientology.
No, we're going to Mo's gallery.
What?
Free personality test.
Yeah, beware. Yep, you already know.
My favorite.
Yeah, let's see. I see a U-Haul truck down there and people carrying boxes into it. I think I saw someone in the staff uniform carrying a box. Hello. Yeah, he deliberately walked past me and brushed my sign. So I'm going to stand over here for a while. So I can keep an eye on this U-Haul truck, which is behind me.
We just have 4 hours. 9 to 3, you have to be there. Available. I work at
Sorry. Like a dumb.
Yep. Cult of Scientology ahead. I was talking to him. You just passed it. You're safe for now. Yeah, let's take a peek at the back of that U-Haul truck. So, we're gonna get turned around here. Looks like they're transferring various boxes. Let's see. That pick-em-up truck next to it is one of the whales of the org, and they're transferring some kind of boxes between trucks. So now that I'm here, they're locking the truck back up.
I feel like the neon lights are definitely indicating that.
So I wonder where they're headed off to. Not too much foot traffic at the moment. So let's see, it's about 8:39 right now, I think. So he's going to see them tomorrow. I wonder where they're going to see them. So, bear with me for a moment while I figure out the zoom. Okay, I think I figured it out. So it's headed on down the alley to who knows where. I wish I knew. But I expect they're up to no good.
Yeah, definitely.
Jesus Christ, get up.
What do you got going on?
Protesting Scientology.
I got your you're protesting.
Yes.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
they're recruiting. So I wonder if they're all OTs and maybe they'll gang up on me and postulate me as a puff of smoke if I walk past them. I wonder what the range of OT powers is. Okay. There's that U-Haul truck. Heading north on Grand. Get the motorcycle. Two motorcycles. I think the range of OT power stops at the skull of whoever's the OT. They're the ones who suffer the ill effects. It's beginning to look like the majority of the traffic is walking from the other direction, so I'm going to go to the other side for a while. Yep. Don't want to get into Scientology.
I would love to be manipulated on a different
On a different way. Well, I hope he didn't give you real info. I hope they don't give their real info. We'll contact you for the next billion years. So, a little lull in the activity. Just take a look over the parking lot and see if we see a U-Haul truck. And we don't. Oops, excuse me. So let's see, 33, but it's about 8:48. That guy come out of the org. I guess my camera caught it, but I didn't. So he has lots of cardboard sections. Hello. That's the guy we see headed out on Thursday afternoons after 2 o'clock. Yeah.
But was the
Scientologist ahead.
Don's group went to the Japanese restaurant? Japanese restaurant? Yeah.
Okay. I set it down. See, do they have some raw meat in there, or is he gonna pull the shades? What is he doing? Yep. Not paying attention to business. Oh. I hope she throws it in the trash.
Yep.
that the same guy that was carrying the cardboard boxes out?
Oh my God. Oops. Wow.
Hey, have a good day.
Fair. Okay. So he just spilled his drink in front of the door. I won't say he's wrong, but I won't say he's right either. Of course, the Scientologists spread lots of liquid over the sidewalk after Z News does her magic on the sidewalk. About as soon as we leave, they got somebody out scrubbing it. Fire truck coming up behind us. Where's the fire? So up there you got ordinarily when we're here they have the shades pulled. Up on top you can see the mezzanine. And I think we saw just third just crutch on by. Understand her office is up on the mezzanine. No takers. And let's see. Let me reposition my gimbal. Keeps changing its mind. Uh-oh. No shade today. No hiding tech tonight. They want the org to be open so they can do recruiting of the First Friday night crowd right outside the org. And he's got an unobstructed view of LRH's office in there. There's some raw meat inside the org.
Sturgis.
Yep, it's Scientology. You don't want to go there. Well, it's after 8 o'clock, so I guess he's legal to clean the mess up off the sidewalk. Because there actually is an ordinance against cleaning the sidewalk before 8 in the evening.
And that's first grade.
Scientologist ahead. Scientologist ahead.
Oh, that's not Scientology. I'm Christian.
Scientologist ahead. Scientologist ahead. Yeah, I hope he didn't give you real info. Scientologist ahead. Scientologist ahead. Okay, so it's I believe it's right about 9 o'clock. Org is open for another hour. Good going. And there's that guy for a letter, the mailbox, the mail carry box.
Working overtime.
Yep, working overtime. How are you tonight? Picking up. Probably hear it in the mic. Yep, the guy in the that just came out, that car was broken into. He's had the driver's window replaced, but the last I saw of it, when I saw it yesterday, it still had this is orange letters painted on it. So sorry I'm not engaging with the chat. Well, I'm not quite as aggressive as Wendy is, but I am at least trying to notify a bunch of them.
I want to do like things on the weekend at least.
Well, there's somebody going into LRH's office. Is she going to turn off the light? She's pulling the curtain. She's pulling a curtain. They are activating some hiding tech. I've been here about 45 minutes. And they're just now activating some hiding tech. And they just turned out the light in LRH's office. Guess hope he's not coming back tonight, otherwise he's sitting in the dark. I was on the scooter report. I'm not familiar with that. Is that a First Amendment audit channel? Scooter report. Oh, your channel. Got it. Yep, I'll look that up.
No, thank you.
Yep, there goes a bus down the alley because the street department of the Kansas City, Missouri can't be bothered to put out a sign that says no through traffic.
Birthday, that was fun. That's fun. Can't wait for your party, bud.
And yeah, Scientologist ahead.
I don't have spot. I learned about her tonight.
Thank you.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Scientologist ahead. So, this is a group of staff members that leaves about 9 o'clock. It's what, about 6 minutes after? Yeah, sorry I'm not keeping up with chat very well, but I'm trying to keep my head on a swivel looking
White
around.
people. Dumb white people.
Well, so we got a trash run going there. Yep. No traffic past the org, no traffic into the org. There's a lull in the traffic. So let's walk around a little bit since we got a lull in traffic. See, how long ago did that group of staff members leave? Okay, so that group of staff members, they may have climbed in the car and departed already. Or maybe not. Is that car parked in the back row? Oh, there it is. No, that doesn't look like it. In fact, it looks sort of like, car does not look familiar. Probably a non-Scientologist borrowing the parking. Now that car. Am I about to steamroll Scientology? If only. This poor little old me here. Oh, there's the U-Haul truck. They were loading that U-Haul truck up before, including with materials brought in on a pickup truck by one of the whales. So I wonder where they're headed tomorrow. Well, I don't think there's too much to see in the parking lot at the moment. Trying to see what the
Make Danny
view
Masterson.
looks like from across the street. That corner office that's unlit is LRH's office. When I came in, it was lit up, and about 5-10 minutes ago, someone came and pulled the shades inside and turned out the light. So here we are across the street from the org. And let me zoom in a little bit. So there's a bunch of them having a confab outside the org. And take a look up into the mezzanine. Well, sounds like I may be getting a little help from that guy across the street saying, don't do it. So, oh, they've got some raw meats around. Oh, is that raw meat or is that one of the kids of the org? Okay. Well, starting to get a little traffic. Maybe I ought to head back across the street. See if they have any luck. Yep, they're not having any luck. Maybe they've lost heart. So it's interesting, you know, they've left the shades open. The only hiding tech they've activated is to pull the shades and turn out the light in LRH's office. But here on the right side, they've got the windows open so you can see their tribute wall to LRH. And they got the first window to the left side of the door open. I think that's their wall that promotes Scientology TV.
Main Street's like a block up here, right?
2 blocks. There's a traffic light at that corner.
Thanks, sir.
Well, have trouble finding the sweet spot for the tilt. Yep, are they going to close the doors? Well, he closed one of the doors. And we got a Sea Org member kind of lurking around. Come on, close the other doors. Activate the hiding tech. So let's see, it's about 16 after 9, 17 after 9. Here, so the org closes and in about another 43 minutes. Oh, we got a crowd of people. However, the body rotor is soldered inside. Yeah, I probably ought to head back across the street. Oops. And that guy in the white shirt there, I think his name is Sean the coach. See him in the promotional video that they made when the org opened 5 years ago. And let's see, I think I'm stuck on Zoom, so let me zoom. There. Tricky zoom controls. Still lit up like a Christmas tree, yep. I guess the First Friday opportunities have won out over the nasty SP lurking outside. Maybe we need a few more SPs on Friday nights like this.
What are you filming?
The activity in front of the cult of Scientology here. So you're forewarned. Don't
I always walk by them like, cool!
cult. Right on.
Yeah. Like, I wasn't obvious for me.
So, I mean, something funny's happening. Sorry. My sign is fashioned from a car windshield sunscreen. And the reason I'm doing this is because it folds up and fits in my backpack. Very nice. I have to walk some distance from where I park to the org.
I realized I've been having a hard time with the humidity.
every so often, like a memory comes up, and I'm like, where did that come from? I forgot about that. I blocked that out.
And I think I saw out of the corner of my eyes a white 87 Mercedes-Benz headed down the alley. Yeah, there it is.
Okay, part of the growth and the trying to like build and get them out there and playing events and all that shit. And so, yeah, so it's kind of like it's fun.
I don't know what's going on. It's Mr. Free Dates parked in that parking lot in the alley.
I can take pictures of your personality test.
Yeah, don't take it.
That's the type of place you walk into.
Free personality test.
You don't want to take it. You don't want to be involved with the cult of Scientology.
I had to stop for a drink, Harry.
That was Patrick Mahomes. Okay, I missed that. But somehow I doubt that Patrick Mahomes is down here. He's probably at home with his wife and kids. Or on the road to a football game. So maybe I should go back to the other side. There does seem to be more traffic headed this way, at least at this time of the night. Maybe it'll reverse later on. Yep.
I see what we're looking for. Yes, you can just chill there. Yeah, it's so moody. I love it. Are you so dark? Oh, if you want to do a personality test?
Nope. Nope. No, you don't. Please don't. Okay, so let's see, it's about 9:26. Org is be open a little while longer, but they've got some sort of convention going on in the alley. I saw Charlie's car pull in the alley. So maybe I'll just saunter down that way and see what's going on. So, yeah. Unfortunately, we got some raw meat in the shop. Hopefully they won't get sucked in too far. So that's Charlie, according to research done by Zenu's chat yesterday. There's his car parked down by the side entrance. I'm going to stow my sign again. Now I'm going to attempt to stow my sign again. Yep, there's Charlie down the alley. Looks like he's going to be moving some stuff. Is that from his car? From his car into the org. Can't tell what's in those boxes. Looks sort of like a milk crate.
Recording if you don't mind me asking.
Excuse me?
Recording if you don't mind me asking.
Protesting.
Oh yeah, they're fucking complicated.
All right.
All right, bud.
Do they have something special scheduled for the weekend? Indications are that they may. They loaded up a U-Haul truck and talked about seeing each other tomorrow. So I wish I knew where they were going, but I don't. So it's now 9:32. Org shuts down in another 28 minutes. So yeah, he's got quite a bit of stuff in his car. Got the trunk full, back seat full. Okay, so he's headed off down the alley. Yeah, you'd think they could put a sign at that end of the alley that says "Go through traffic."
What are you working on?
I'm protesting the cult of Scientology here, and I'm documenting what's going on, documenting my protest.
What is the protest? I'm not pro Scientology.
You don't know much about Scientology?
I know that.
Yeah.
I know. But what is the pro that you're trying to
Against. I'm against
Yeah,
Scientology.
no, I got you. No,
Well-
what is the specific thing that motivated you to be against
Well,
it?
they abuse kids. You know, they have something called auditing, which is
But I mean, no, I
There were a
understand
lot
some
of like
problems, but
proposals,
what
like,
inspired
oh,
you?
let's
well,
stop AI innovators.
the talk about the abuse that they do on kids.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm saying it wrong.
I think she'll be rationalized by for years.
There's a lot of places that abuse kids.
Well, yeah, there are lots of opportunities
They've been
that are-
around here a long time. I mean,
Right. I only
but why
have so
now?
much bandwidth, so
I mean, but why
th-
now?
these are the
What specifically said I'm going to protest it?
what specifically?
Yeah.
Well, there's actually a
I mean,
A nationwide-
What was the specific thing that said it's time I protest?
Then his kids talk about it.
I mean, there had to be a breaking point for you. Like, it's time to do it because they've been
Well-
doing that for a long time. I mean, why?
Well, there's been waves of protests. There's a current wave of protest that started in Los Angeles, but basically it's around the abuse of kids
So let me. How long have you been protesting it?
since March.
But why March? Why not last year? Why not 5 years ago or 10 years ago?
Well, 10 years ago I had other interests. 10 years ago I wasn't retired. And
How is your protest? What is the way you're going to protest? What do you do?
well, we're trying to
Might be
trying
down.
to
It might be down.
oh,
It's not just you. You've got
you know, it's not just me. There's another protester who comes out. But she has a job, so she can only come out on one day a week.
No, it's okay.
So you shoot some video, but then how do you use it on YouTube? Or
Well, it's documenting what's going on, or actually what's not going on. They claim to have millions of members, where in reality they probably have 20 to 30,000. And they have
wrong, but this location
Is he?
has been around.
Yeah. And I'm like,
not here,
why?
but they used to be down there.
right.
And I remember once I talked to them, and there were some things I talked to them about that bothered me. The specific one was I was on medication. They wanted me to get off of it, and I had a problem with that
Yeah.
because of the way it was. Even I asked some very specific questions. How do you plan on doing that? You have doctors, whatever it is. They said no, we're just going to get you off because we don't believe in that. And I was like, okay, red flag. It's time. To
Well, they take over your whole life. They'll tell you you can be any religion and a Scientologist, but they believe in reincarnation, and you can't be a Christian.
They
and a-
start you off in a certain way, and then they build you in. It's like,
Yeah.
So, there's some basics of it that I thought were kind of cool, but then once I understood how they work and what they're doing, and then it gets into a lot of crazy stuff and things that don't make sense. And so,
Yeah.
like, there's some things about it that are kind of neat, but after that it just goes nuts. And how
Yeah.
it was built and all that. So
Yeah.
I'm not pro it at all. I
Well,
understand that the top
they-
end's really messed up, all the crazy stuff, but
Yeah.
and it's hard to believe that it's still as stable as it is. But they got a lot of money in deep pockets, and
Well, they have a few big whales that they've been able to
right.
siphon money from them. But, they call me a religious bigot, and I'm not really, if they want to believe silly alien stories, I mean, that's up to them. but they, you know, they do have a First Amendment right to their religious beliefs, but they still have to follow the law. And when it comes to abusing vulnerable people, that's what I'm warning you. And I would say don't join them and believe the same thing. They'll basically, it's pay to play.
You know, when I was looking through the window, I was curious. What are the people
They may be curious. I hope you didn't give your real info when you talked to them.
This was 20 years ago. I met him. So I went to, this was in 1998 or something. I went to a swap and shop for electronic parts. It was kind of cool. It's up in Lenex.
Yeah, I think I've been there myself, actually.
Years. I don't know if they still do it, but I lived near there. I heard about it. I went down there. It was really cool. They had, I mean, back then things were still on CD, and you'd get a game on a CD. People traded games, circuit boards, memory. I mean, the computers back then, they weren't very fast when you think about it.
Well, not compared to today.
A gigabyte hard drive was huge.
Right, right. Well, a gigabyte hard drive, I think you had to have a stack of them. I saw a picture back then of a gigabyte hard drive, and it was a whole stack of.
Still been 100 megs back then.
Yeah.
So the point is, he gave me a book. I didn't read it, but I got me a little curious, and then I came in and I met with him. And the one thing that I thought was fascinating was the way they used magnets or whatever to kind of test your thing, and I thought that was kind of cool. But after that, it just all seemed weird.
I don't know about magnets.
You hold the two.
You hold the two cans. Well,
I don't know what they call it.
Well, they call it an e-meter. It's basically part of a lie detector.
So I thought it was.
So it's measuring skid resistance. So if you lie, you may involuntarily tense up with that.
So I thought that was kind of cool, and that's a good way, in a way, to do a therapy kind of thing. But after that, everything was stupid.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it is a way to kind of, when you're talking to someone, to get you to kind of learn how to be honest with somebody. If it's working right. It may not work for everybody, but it may not be accurate to tell the truth, but it's accurate enough that with a lot of people it works.
Right.
That's the part where people get sucked in, and they feel like it's changed their life, because it is kind of therapeutic. But the part after that just goes on all sorts of levels of nuts. And I picked up on it right away, and I said, no, this isn't
Good.
But that was over 20 years ago. That's I guess almost 28 years ago.
Right, and they're really not that much bigger. I mean, their idea for expansion is to buy this big.
It was on
39th and Main.
It was almost 6-7 years later. They told me they're moving, and I was like, wow, that's a big building.
Yeah.
But then we didn't. YouTube was almost nothing back then, and nobody was doing anything on the news about it. And I tried to do some research on the web, and I read a bunch of weird stuff, and that's when I found out about the aliens. And I'm like, really? People were like.
Well, and most people in Scientology haven't been told the alien story yet.
Yeah, that's all we know. But the weirdest part of the history is Hubbard. And was he a good guy? Was he not? Did he really? And then I've learned, he's part of the whole problem of it. He built this up the way. And it really was a money cow, if anything.
Well, Hubbard was bad, but David Miscavige took it over, and from stories.
That's as far as I cared. I moved on.
Yeah. When he died in '86, I understand that there were like 100 to 200,000.
Got my attention. It's a pretty fancy tripod. I thought you were doing photography or something.
Oh no, I'm just doing video.
Is that some kind of like?
So I'm live streaming on YouTube.
And it moves with it. So what is it focusing on?
Well, when you came up to visit with me, so I was looking.
Up and you move it, it's trying to stay steady.
Yeah, so I could do like that.
Yeah, they've gotten a lot more popular.
That's true.
Right.
What
does one like that run? About 200-300?
About 150.
That's cool.
And then a cell phone you can live stream onto YouTube.
Oh, you're doing live stream.
Yeah, I'm live streaming.
So is our conversation live right now?
Yes, but your image.
What's your name?
I'm Mike.
Should I look you up?
Auditing Scientology is the name of my Auditing Scientology.
Oh, yeah, give it to me.
And here I'll give you a card. There's a website, sptv.space.
People are laughing at me right now.
And they have an index of various sites that protest Scientology. So if you can't remember my name, they've got the sites listed. So
your name again
is Mike, but my channel is Auditing Scientology. Well, if you just look up Kansas City on that website, It lists several sites, and mine is
name's
one. Nathan, nice to meet you.
Mine.
All right.
I have nothing against what you're doing. It didn't totally make sense. Like,
Yeah.
I guess this is what a lot of people.
Well, not everyone agrees with me, but
Where's that one little audio?
all right. Have a good evening. Well, they still have the door open. And they still haven't activated the hiding check. So they're still wanting staff. So they got a table set up there. I don't see an e-meter set on it, just a bunch of literature.
Did we get
Hello?
to be on camera?
Pardon?
Did we get to be on camera?
Yes, if you want to be.
For what?
I'm protesting Scientology.
Oh.
I'm documenting what goes on and what doesn't go on here at the cult of Scientology.
Oh, gotcha. We just went to explore for fun.
Yeah. Well, so what did you think of it?
We were there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We kind of more did it for giggles.
Yeah.
We are.
I hope you didn't. I hope you didn't give your real info.
Oh no, I didn't.
Okay,
No.
good.
I gave my sister info. Not all of
Well,
it.
you don't like your sister because you're going to
No, it's
contact her
funny.
for the next billion years.
Yeah, no, we're a part of a different church that we love, but
Yeah.
this is.
Yeah, they'll tell you it's compatible with any religion, but they believe in reincarnation, which is
Yeah,
not compatible with Christianity.
it is not. It is not.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
You know. And so they'll suck you in. They'll tell you it's compatible. They'll tell you can have it if you have a different sexual orientation. They'll say that's okay. But once they get you sucked into it, it's not okay.
Yeah.
And by then it's too late.
To be honest with you, I've never been there on a Friday night.
You spent thousands of dollars for your own brainwashing.
Yeah, no, we weren't too interested. We just did it. We were intrigued. We've heard about it, so we're like, we should go explore on our own.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, if you're interested in like another point of view,
yeah.
this website here has a number of channels that are protesting Scientology,
Cool.
and they have a list of sites including people that have been in Scientology. They were born in and they exited, survivors of Scientology, and they have some pretty horrific stories. So,
Yeah.
like I grew up in a cult, it was nothing compared to this.
Wow, that's crazy.
So,
Well, thank you for the card and thank you for the info.
sure.
Yes. Have
Yeah.
a good night.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so let's see. Right now we got about 14 minutes until 10 o'clock.
Excuse us.
You're fine. So here we are across the street. You can see the sign on the top of the building where they've misspelled cult. So it looks like we got some raw meat exiting. I wonder if that's the last of the raw meat. I have a feeling as soon as the last of them exit, they're going to be activating the hiding tech. So we'll take a look at the upper floors of the building, and you can see quite a number of lights on. Let's see, we'll take a look back at the chat here. Wonder if June is working the phones tonight. I don't know. I wonder if June is the name that Diana uses with the public. One of the SEAL members named Diana is one of the receptionists. Oh, okay. Thank you, Trevor. I have to look that up on the web. Glad I caught that. I have a small channel, and it takes a while for them to process my video after the stream ends, up to 12 hours. So. So let's see, what do we got? 1:35. Let's see, 1:35 into the stream. That's about 10 minutes till 10. They must still have some raw meat inside. And here the owner of that vet that's barking. I'm not sure. There is a staff member who has a vet. That may be the vet. It's possible. I'm not sure. I think they have different trim options. I'll have to wait and see if he goes inside. Okay, that doesn't. I don't think that's. Well, maybe it is. Let's see where he goes. Okay, that's not the Scientologist. Yeah, we have these silly little vehicles. They look like mobile bars. And people have pedals to pedal on it, but they don't really do anything. And they drive around the neighborhood. They play music, and people can, I guess, drink and party while riding around the neighborhood. So with the street closed, I think they've learned they can't come down this block. And they have a helicopter flying overhead. So I think we're going to wander back across the street. I think somebody's done a little self-help on these signs. Hold that one closer. So we got a little nip in there. Not used to it.
As Kate told
It's been hot.
No.
Come this spring, we'll be calling this a heat wave. After we've grown somewhat accustomed to winter weather. So, looks like they're going to close the door. And they'll probably start activating hiding tech here soon. But which they would do anyway, because they're heading for home at 10. Okay, so about 6 minutes till closing time, 5 or 6 minutes. Yep, 9:55. Yeah, a helicopter was overhead circling. That's not I don't think it's a police chopper though. I don't see any searchlights emanating from it. So let's just kind of saunter down. Yep, they've activated. No, they just activated hiding tech. This hiding tech. Yep. Of course, at night the hiding tech doesn't do much. Rather translucent. I wonder if they're going to activate the hiding tech in front of the door. Nope. So they got this hiding tech activated. So come down here and see what's going on in the alley. Nothing much. Still have this pickup truck. It's owned by one of the whales of the horde. So if you need a ceiling under your deck, that's where you would call to get one. So we have Western Missouri Variety in the chat. He made a visit here last December, and they locked the doors on him. They don't do that anymore. What they do instead is they activate this hiding tech. They activate the shades. That's what we call it, hiding tech. Additionally, they usually put a curtain on a roll-around curtain rod or clothes rod between the door and the reception desk. For some reason, they've not activated this hiding tech. Maybe they want me to bathe in the glow of the tribute wall to L. Ron Hubbard. A little bit of activity up on the mezzanine. So those look like chairs where you sit at and do what? I don't know. Maybe Allie knows. You see some more of them up there. Let's see if I can. Yeah, it's not focusing very good. But there are some tables with chairs, like stations. Yep, somebody did some self-help there and made it so that people that drive into the alley can drive out without having to make a U-turn. And that guy's coming back in the org. So it's should be straight up 10 o'clock, so they should be, yep. So we've got staff leaving for the day. Right. She just went across. That woman that went in the org, she just went across the street. She must have forgotten something. So they have turned down the lights in the org. wait here another few more minutes to see who comes out. But after that, I'm going to be shutting it down and heading for home. Which that one body rider would like to know, so he could chalk the sidewalk in front of my home in exchange for chalking in front of where he lives. Does he live in the org? Personally, I don't really care if they chalk the sidewalk in front of my house.
Are you running a news station?
No, I'm not a news station. I'm a small YouTube channel.
Oh,
I'm documenting my protest of Scientology here.
Oh, wait, I love that. I'm a Christian.
Okay, good.
Period.
It's not compatible with Scientology.
Hell no.
No matter what they'll tell you.
Yep, get them out of here.
It's compatible until you sucked in, and then it's not.
Period.
Good for you.
Yeah, thank
We
you.
love you.
All right, thanks. Okay, pulling in the sign.
We did comic book out, but we did
It's a cult.
It is, indeed, it's a cult. He had nothing to say to me, or maybe what he had to say to me he said yesterday. So I think that U-Haul was parked in the middle row. For some reason they moved it back. And there goes the whale. Well, I think I'm going to call it an evening. And perhaps we'll be seeing you again.